Some foreigners look at the traffic in Thailand and conclude that there are no traffic rules. That is completely wrong. There are traffic rules in Thailand. The problem is that Thai people only view these rules as guidelines, suggestions that they can decide for themselves whether to follow or not, depending on the circumstances. This is also due to a lack of enforcement. These are 5 traffic rules that no Thai driver adheres to. 1. Zebra crossing. In the Land Traffic Act from 1979, but has been amended more than 10 times since then, the latest major update is from 2022. It states that road users must stop for pedestrians on a zebra crossing. But anyone participating in traffic in Thailand can attest that no one stops for a zebra crossing. As a driver, I even find it dangerous to stop, because I am afraid that the car behind me will crash into me, since it does not expect you to stop for a zebra crossing. At the moment, participating in the road culture is safer, but if traffic is moving slowly, you can still stop to let pedestrians cross. 2. Wrong way driving. Under the Land Traffic Act, drivers must follow the designated direction of traffic and obey road signs and markings. Driving against traffic, wrong way driving, is therefore illegal. It can result in fines, and in case of an accident, the driver is typically considered at fault due to unsafe and unlawful behavior. In practice, you often see motorcyclists and sometimes cars driving on the wrong side. Especially on roads with a shoulder, it is quite normal to see a car, motorcycle or cycle driving on the wrong side. Personally, I am completely used to it by now and no longer get startled when a car suddenly pulls into my lane. I know that I always have to pay attention and, if necessary, swerve to avoid the person who is not following the rules. Because people often drive on the wrong side, you must always look both right and left when you want to enter a road. 3. Traffic lights. Under the Land Traffic Act, drivers must obey all traffic signals. A red light means you must stop before the stop line and remain stopped until the signal changes. Driving through a red light is an offence and can lead to fines and liability in case of an accident. It is a running joke. In Thailand, a green light means drive on, an orange light means accelerate, and a red light means slow down, check if there is any police, and then drive on. Unfortunately, you see this all too often. 4. Overtaking. Under the Land Traffic Act, vehicles must overtake on the right-hand side of the vehicle in front. Overtaking on the left is generally not allowed unless the vehicle ahead is turning right or the road conditions clearly permit it. Overtaking is also prohibited in unsafe areas, such as near intersections, curves, or where visibility is limited. In practice, you are regularly overtaken on both the right and the left, which means you must always look everywhere to avoid collisions. 5. People in the back of the pickup or truck. The Land Traffic Act does not specifically prohibit carrying people in the back of a pickup truck or in the back or on top of a truck. However, it does state that you may not perform actions that pose a danger to persons. Therefore, transporting people in this manner can be considered dangerous transport. So, it is not prohibited, but it is not really permitted either. The assessment of whether the situation is dangerous and warrants a fine is left to the police. Like many things in Thailand, passenger transport in the back of a truck is technically legal until the police decide it isn't. 6. Red-white curb, do not stop and park. The Thai road marking guidelines explain the use of coloured curbs. Red and white markings indicate that you may not stop or park there. In practice, no one adheres to this. People frequently stop and park at red and white striped curbs. 7. Red temporary license plate. Under the Land Traffic Act, red temporary license plates are issued for newly registered vehicles and come with restrictions set by the Department of Land Transport. Drivers must carry the temporary registration book at all times, cannot drive at night, typically after sunset, and are often restricted from travelling outside the registered province without permission. In practice, no one adheres to this. Some people even drive with these red license plates for months or years,